Hello, dear friends. This is Sofya Dorinskaya with you, President of the International Bureau for Human Rights in Mental Health and head of the Sofya Dorinskaya Center for Medical Information. Well, since we are a center for medical information, today I want to tell you, or rather report to you, some very important information about the combination of substances that, in my opinion, is crucial for people to know and which ultimately could save your life. This information concerns the combination of substances such as alcohol and paracetamol. When I saw a clinical case that was discussed on the website Doctor at Work, and today I will tell you about this situation that happened, a sad situation, I started looking into it, and it turns out there is a significant amount of information showing that the combination of alcohol and paracetamol is deadly. Unfortunately, not everyone knows about this, and it was precisely this lack of knowledge that led to a tragic outcome. So what is this case about? A 40-year-old man, a locksmith by profession, working in the heating network. He was married and socially adapted. In other words, he was not a marginalized person, not homeless. That is, he was a completely normal person. He regularly underwent medical checkups. He had been hospitalized a couple of times due to injuries. He denied having hepatitis or tuberculosis. The story began like this. During a short 3-day drinking binge, he drank vodka and beer. He was sick for a couple of days and then returned to work. From his medical history, such short binges happened to him on occasions like the opening of hunting season, fishing trips, or New Year's. But for the rest of the time, he led a completely normal lifestyle. So after his 3-day binge ended, he was sick for 2 days, went back to work, felt unwell, and drank a bottle of beer. It didn't help. When he came home, his temperature rose to 38 degrees, and his wife gave him a paracetamol tablet. This made the situation worse. An ambulance was called. The ambulance arrived, diagnosed him with an acute respiratory illness, and gave him an intramuscular injection of Analgin. 40 minutes later, a bluish-purple swelling appeared at the injection site, along with pain in the leg, pain in the limb, and a rising temperature. The ambulance was called again. The patient was hospitalized, examined by a surgeon, and diagnosed with a post-injection hematoma. An incision was made and the hematoma was evacuated. The patient was transferred to the surgical department for observation. Test results came in. The blood biochemistry was unremarkable and the complete blood count showed a slight leukocytosis. Within an hour, the patient's condition deteriorated. He was transferred to the intensive care unit and death was pronounced. Autopsy revealed liver cirrhosis and acute liver failure. There was a very rapid progression of negative clinical symptoms and the patient's death. During the case review, the doctors agreed that it was precisely the fatal combination of alcohol and paracetamol that led to such a tragic outcome. In the comments, colleagues discussed this issue, expressing the opinion, again, this is the opinion of doctors, that taking 3 grams of paracetamol and half a liter of vodka is an absolutely lethal combination. Paracetamol has among its side effects hepatotoxicity, that is, a toxic effect on the liver. And in one of the comments, a therapist mentions that they had a case. A non-drinking, breastfeeding mother died of acute liver failure within a week after taking just 2 tablets of paracetamol. Why did I tell you this today? So first of all, guys, if you've been drinking alcohol and start to feel unwell, do not take paracetamol at that moment. The second point that I want to, convey to you, yes, undoubtedly it's a blessing of our time that pharmacy has advanced, that now there is a huge variety of different substances that help the human body recover. But guys, just because a substance is sold in a pharmacy without a prescription doesn't mean you can simply buy it and take it. If a substance is a medicine, it should be prescribed by a doctor. And I know there are people who go to the pharmacy just to shop and, excuse me for being blunt, they basically just take pills. Anything that's not nailed down, excuse me, they take it all, they drink all of it. Got a headache, we take some citramon, then we take some analgin, then if we get a sore throat, we take something else. And these people just have stockpiles of various pills at home for every occasion or for no reason at all, and so on. You really shouldn't ever try to do that. It is simply impossible to outsmart the forces of nature. And the human body, in fact, is a remarkably powerful and complex living organism, a truly resilient and incredibly strong natural creation. Of course, when you're unwell, you need to see doctors and get treatment. But guys, you can't just take pills for every little thing or for no reason at all. Take care of your body, take care of your health, and always stick to the principle of starting small and only escalating if necessary. If you can bring down a fever by wiping the body with water and vinegar, with a sponge and water with vinegar, then there's no need to take antipyretic pills. If you can achieve the desired effect with some simple action, then there's no need to escalate further. Always start with the least and see at which point it works. This is one of the principles. But people, when they don't have a medical education, they think that if they take a pill, the pharmacy is a panacea. In the pharmacy, I don't know, it's as if eternal life and eternal youth are kept under the counter. No, you need to very clearly understand that medicine is something that, well, on one hand is a blessing, but on the other hand, it's not a blessing, right? I urge you to always read the instructions, even if they're written in tiny print. Take a magnifying glass, be sure to read the side effects, and always weigh the pros and cons. And there's one more small point. You bear full responsibility for your own body. It's your body, you live with your body, and if anything happens, it's you who will lose it. And no one on this planet, no matter how much of a beacon they may be, can, live your life for you. Please eliminate such foolish mistakes from your life as not reading the side effects of the medication that has been prescribed to you. After all, it's so simple to open the box and just read. And next, please take an interest in things like the combination of substances. I really hope that all my viewers will watch this video. There are almost 50,000 of us already. And you should be very careful when taking any medications if a person is even slightly intoxicated. I hope this video was useful and informative. This was Sofya Dorinskaya with you. Stay healthy.